All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new and amazing exclusive episode of the Reality Kenyan. Of course, my name is Simi Kenya. We have amazing show lined up for you. Of course, we are bigger, back and better with the Deputy Party Leader, Safina Party, Honorable Wakili Willis Otieno, Piki Ponki.
Pakamelo Disco.
Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Long time, man.
Long time. How are you doing?
You're looking fresh.
Thank you.
Cool. How was the weekend?
The weekend was good.
Uh-huh.
I went to Bukura to celebrate with some young people.
Yeah, I saw you
dancing.
Yes.
See my dancing style.
Yeah.
I'm one of the best. I'm like the Iroko lizard which says if no one is going to praise me.
Yes, you do it yourself.
That is Chiro Achebe.
But I was about to say you did well.
I did well.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So, where are we today?
Today,
if we look at this week, the highlight of the week, William Ruto has signed the finance
bill 2023.
So it is now fully in operation.
Yes.
Taking effect from next week, when we are in July.
Yes.
And we expect that by the end of next week, the price of a liter of petrol will be around 190, 195 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
By the end of the month, next month, towards the new month, it will be around 200 per liter.
Wow.
So we get ready for the ripple effect of that, because fuel is a major component of the cost of production.
Yeah.
And it affects all components of manufacturing, whether how you move an item from whether it's the farm from the farm to the shop or from the factory to the shop. That is going to be a big component of the price of goods and services in this country. Yeah. So life is still going to be hard. I'm sorry, I promised that life is going to be hard.
And it is now coming to reality.
It's coming to reality. I'm not a prophet. I just read the signs of times. Yeah. And we also noticed again yesterday, the Central Bank of Kenya governor increased what they call the Central Bank of Kenya base lending rate, which has been now increased to 10.5%. Yes. What it means is that the interest rate that banks will charge you on any loan that you take from the bank is going up. So again, an additional component that will affect the cost of living. But all this boils down to what I call the weakening of our economy. When you see what are called stress signs, these are the stress signs of a weakening economy. You know, when you put up a structure, a building doesn't just collapse at once, right? You start looking at the base and you're seeing the columns, structure starts bending. These are called stress signs. So in economic terms, the stress signs of an economy is inflation, the rising cost of living, high interest rates. All those are now right there for us. It's not only those who are paying a keen attention to the economy who can see them. Anybody, even who is not abreast with economic issues, can now see. They may not just be able to tell what is causing these stress signs, but they are right there. And we went to Parliament last week, and some of the issues we raised with Parliament, with the Jimmy Wanjigi, was the issue of the what do we peg our debt on? And Parliament passed a bill that sought to remove the requirement that we peg the debt on GDP. We were telling them even to peg it on GDP was a problem. You cannot peg your debt on GDP. Because how do you come up with the GDP amount? It's not, that doesn't make sense at all.
Because at the end of the day, if you look at our GDP right now, I think they were saying it's around
$110 billion US dollars. But you see, those are figures which are not sustainable. If you want to peg your debt on something sustainable, you peg your debt on what is called your revenue, what you are earning. That is what you receive, what you have. But you can say that our proposal to Parliament was that let's peg our debt on the previous year's revenue, so that Parliament looks at how much you've raised in the previous year. If you've raised 1.8 trillion, like they've done in this year, then we say you can, in the coming financial year, you cannot borrow more than 30%
of what you get.
of what you raised in the previous year. So that is what you can, when you can achieve what in our Constitution and the Public Finance Management Act is called sustainable debt ratio.
Yeah.
But if you peg it on GDP,
Yes.
so maybe your GDP is showing that you have 110 billion as GDP. But how much are you receiving as income as a government? Let me give you the best example. Agriculture, in terms of contribution to the GDP, it contributes 22% of our GDP. It's agriculture. But revenue, what you earn from the agricultural sector in Kenya is only 4% of your revenue.
So if you depend on the GDP, you
get it wrong. That is how you end up being in a debt trap.
Yes.
Because you are borrowing money thinking there is money in your economy, but when in actual sense, you are not receiving enough that you'll be able to pay. And we are now in that debt trap as we speak, where our debt is unsustainable. 70% of our revenue is going to debt, and you are still going out to borrow based on a fluid figure called GDP, which does not convert into revenue to yourselves, that you can say, this is my GDP, I'm earning the same amount. You cannot go and say that I'm going to borrow money in simple terms, that I'm going to borrow money on what I'm calling my potential status of earning.
Yes, that I'm supposed to get this.
Yes, I can earn this. I have the potential of earning this. This is my operating environment. You only borrow money on your actual pay slip, how much you're able to earn. Okay? So, so when that is not achievable, then as a country you end up overcommitting yourself and stretching your revenues. And that is where we are today. So we do hope our parliament, this parliament has failed its duty in my view. They are not voting on policy, economic issues that are informed by cogent ideas that will bring positive change. The voting is now largely informed by what the executive wants. Partisan political lines. What does my political coalition want?
What does my party say?
What does the party say? Which is a tragedy. Because a representative of the people should be more concerned about how do we improve the quality of life of the people whom we represent. You fail to do that, then you see it passing through you as a parliament. So many things that you ought to have stopped, but you didn't stop them. You know, in our conversation with the parliamentarians, there's something interesting which we noticed.
The last week when you were in parliament.
We were in parliament. We noticed that, you know, the Kenya government does not table in parliament the annual revenue estimates. Contrary to Article 220 of the Constitution. Because when you present the annual budget, like what the CS Finance presented, you're supposed to present the annual revenue estimates and the annual estimates of expenditure. Because it is your revenue
versus
your expenditure. You're saying that this is my proposed expenditure for this coming year. And this is my proposed revenue, my potential revenue sources. This is how much I'm going to earn. They don't do that.
So they just present.
They present only the expenditure.
The expenditure.
How do you just present to people what is going out? You must present to us and tell us this is what we are receiving. We are hoping to raise this much from the following sources. That is when you will also be able to tell how comes you are raising more in debt. But if that full picture is not given to you, Parliament ends up only voting on one item in contravention of Article 220 of the Constitution, on which requires presentation of annual estimates of revenue and annual estimates of expenditure. They don't do that.
And right now we've seen a lot happen after immediately after actually a day before the bill was assented. I think it was on Sunday when the president also came up with another new proposal. I don't know if it's in the finance bill, but if it is not there, then I think it will be part of the future discussions that the NHIF and the National Health Insurance Fund should now be raised to 2.75% of your every salary.
You see, that
on top of
that is what I call the stress level. The tension points are breaking. Because it just tells you that in a piecemeal manner, they want to keep coming to raid your pockets.
Yes.
So they finish raiding your pockets with the finance bill. Now they are looking for other amendments where they can get people in the formal sector.
Yeah.
So that's now the proposal. Let's increase the NHIF to 2.75%
Yes.
of your salary.
Yeah.
And progressively,
So,
the Kenyan worker is going to be a very stressed worker. In fact, the last time when I was with you, I mentioned that when we take totality of all the taxes that the Kenyan worker is paying,
yeah.
it comes to around, he goes home with, government takes 52% of his earning. He goes home with 48.
Yeah.
But it seems at this rate, this worker will be going home with only 30%
Yeah.
of his salary. Because government is doing everything possible to find a reason or a way
Yeah.
to eat into your salary. So progressively your salary is being chopped, pole pole.
Yeah.
And those are on
We don't know which one is coming next.
And those are in what you call direct taxes. Now imagine the indirect taxes also which still eat into your salary.
Yeah.
You're still going to buy fuel. You have all those fuel taxes levied on fuel,
Yeah.
which you'll pay. You are still going to spend on VAT.
Yeah.
Any consumable that you buy, you'll be paying an direct tax on VAT for that consumable. You are still going to incur other costs
Yeah.
for any service that you are seeking. So you may find that your disposable income shrinks, that at the end of the month, you're on the negative. You don't have any money that you've even been able to save or even to invest.
Yeah.
Because you are meeting too much of your obligations being taken up by government in terms of direct and indirect taxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Wakili, as we almost come to the end of this, do you think the opposition has failed? Because so far we are seeing that everything that the government intends to do to the Kenyan mwananchi, they find all ways possible to make sure that it goes through.
I don't believe the opposition has failed.
Yeah.
As the Mio being the opposition, there are two opposition. There's what we call opposition in parliament and the opposition outside.
Yeah.
And the opposition in parliament has done what they can do, but you see they must do it within the framework of parliament,
Yeah.
which requires that at the end of the day, decisions are made by a vote. And we even notice some in the opposition, where even the opposition tickets have crossed over to the government side for selfish reasons, I believe.
Yeah.
But to the extent that the opposition is still raising, now even those of us, because even as we are opposition, we are raising this issue.
That's why I asked you that.
Yes, we are the opposition also.
Yes.
And as we believe that the key issue for this country today, which we are having a discussion with Mwananchi on, is the economy. And we must raise the issues of the economy and ring the alarm bells before it is too late.
Yeah.
And we believe that that is now settling in well with everybody.
Yeah.
And they can clearly see which political side is causing them the pain that they're going through.
Yeah.
And if you look at them, even the solutions they're preferring are not solutions to the problem.
Yes.
They are actually adding more to the injury that Mwananchi is facing.
Yeah.
So I urge Kenyans just to listen to our alternative voices and interrogate our dissection of the problem and our proposed solutions. Our proposed solution as Team Jimmy Winnie, as we believe that you start by looking at the debt problem.
Yes.
You address the debt problem, then you'll have a breather as a country to be able to even throw more money back to the people in terms of expanding opportunities, releasing, giving tax breaks, that now you don't have to overtax your people to meet your normal obligations and also to pay your debt. That is one major issue that as Safina we are holding here, and we are going to champion it, that the people of Kenya needs to have an audit of the public debt. We must maintain a public register of all our debts, and we only pay what we rightfully borrow. What we didn't borrow, can't pay, won't pay.
Wow. Thank you so much, Wakili. Of course, as we wind up, maybe just one word to the Kenyans who are watching, who have always stayed glued to the reality Kenyan as far as where we are as a country is.
My main thing is that Kenyans, we must maintain our all hands on deck. And we must put sufficient pressure on the political establishment to make sure that they are not coming up with decisions or policies that are harmful to Mwananchi. Because if you let our hands off the deck, you'll be giving these people an opportunity to continue oppressing us. The time has come when now the leadership should have some meaning to the people of Kenya. It should be leadership to serve. What a leadership to rule.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, of course. Thank you so much, each and every person. Thank you for watching The Reality Kenyan. Of course, we are trying to make it bigger and better each and every day. Those who are following on all social media platforms, of course, Wakili is on Facebook page at Willis Evans Otieno. Of course, follow him on TikTok and all social media platforms, Twitter, everywhere, Instagram, so that we can make this great and grow each and every day. Thank you so much, Wakili, for your time.
Thank you so much.
May God bless you.
Have a good week.
Of course.
Okay.
This week now,
We're going to
Kabunde.
Kabunde.
Yes.
Kabunde, yes.
And then we go home.
Make sure that you don't hit a cow on the runway.
No, that was not that was not us.
It was not Kabunde.
No, Kabunde with it is well fenced.
Well fenced.
Very well fenced.
Okay.
And protected.
That is now called Kabunde International Airport.
Soon international.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mabei people can renegade there.
Not all Mabei people. The entire southern
Nyanza.
Yes.
Okay.
We are the heart.
It serves the region.
We are the heart.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We say the county of endless potential.
Is over
Homa Bay County.
Okay. The county of great leaders is here.
Thank you so much, Wakili. May God bless you and
Thank you.
everyone who has been watching our production team and everyone. May God bless you. Until next time, same place, same time from the Learned Corner. This is The Reality Kenya. Bye-bye.